Every so often I'll get a junk motorcycle from the tow yards. This is a 600cc Honda. It's not a CBR, it's their motorcycle. I don't even know what to call it. It's just a motorcycle. And obviously this one took a pretty rough spill, but I always figure if it's ran good enough to wreck, then it probably runs. So I've ordered an ignition because I don't have the key, but I just jumped the starter solenoid with the plugs out and just let it circulate to make sure there's nothing in the cylinders. A lot of times when these get towed and in the tow yards, they'll just lay them on their sides. You know, the oil creep up and whatnot. But this turned over really easy, so I'm gonna put the plugs back in and go on to our next step.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
This is what I plan to mate the motor with out of the motorcycle into this guy. I want to get rid of basically all the front suspension and a lot of the rear stuff here. So we're kind of just starting off with a somewhat of a framework, but we'll see how it goes. I've been just kind of getting the harness off of the bike side to side, leaving the motor still together because I still want to get it running in this. Took the back portion off of here and we'll just mount the motor and everything to that. We might have to make it a little longer, might have to do a lot of things, but that's the way we're gonna start. I didn't show me tearing it apart because I know you know how to tear apart stuff. Everybody knows how to tear apart stuff. So I got a new ignition, but the on-off switch and the start button were blown to pieces in the accident. Sounds like a Honda. Ain't got no gas.
I know what's wrong with it.
We've been working on it for 15 minutes.
Let's give her some choke. Backwards. We're thinking this is a heel toe shift with the toe shift broken off. It got yanked up. So that's supposed to be down this way. So it just cammed over. Because I was like,
it's all the way back is neutral.
Yeah. And so I think it looks like I've got it in neutral right now, but I don't want to stick anything in to see if I can stop it down.
Oh, it is in neutral. The light's on.
Few moments in life are happier than that.
Yeah.
That's all you have to look forward to.
Look at this garbage we got. It runs.
It makes noise.
It has no back wheel, no seat, no fuel tank, but it runs. And so that's happiness. So we got the motor out of the frame. We ended up cutting part of the front off just to make it to where we didn't have to take the swing arm off to drop it out, but it was really, I was probably into it 10-15 minutes to get this out of there. And then our rear subframe, got the axle off and cut the had the mount for the brake caliper. And then here's our axle that we plan on flipping. If we can get the chain to pass through here, then it might go around that sprocket. There's chain hits right here a little bit, and it would have to go through this side of the shifter. But that would mean that we wouldn't have to move the axle. I don't know how the front of the motor compares with the back of the cart, but I'll cross that bridge when we get there. Check this out. If we drop that, we have to move this motor to where that chain drops right through there as good as it can, and that's where this motor goes. Look at that. Shit, we're about an hour into this project. Flip the axle upside down or backwards, and look how well that lines up. Now our motor is off this way a little bit, but if I was at any concern about that, I can put my seat a little bit this way and it evens her out, bud. Alright, we took this side of the axle parts off. Now we're going to take off this sprocket since it's the wrong type of tooth for the chain we have for the sprocket that's on the engine. There's a little ring in here, and if this was to not have the teeth, that little gap in the bottom of the valley of the tooth would slide right into that ring there. And we're hoping to be able to bolt this sprocket onto this one, but since this has 5 and there's 4 holes in there, you know, it's just going to miss the metal too many times. You know, right there you can only get 2. So we'll go ahead and weld them because I think they are both steel. And if we were to just straight weld them on, I think the chain would hit the other teeth. You know, when it was trying to sit down in here, it's going to hit these. So we need to cut these off. And then we'll set it in there and weld it on. Alright, there's our super duper sprocket. I ground the teeth until I could see those little dashes, and it fit right in that little step there, and welded it. You know what we need to do, make sure it works, is we need to paint it black. If we paint it black, then it will survive.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.